Now, I know what some of you are thinking, man, what's in that tea? And where can I get some? Or maybe some of you who are concerned for me, is it safe? I mean, does it have side effects? Look, let me put your minds at ease. There's nothing magical about the tea itself. It doesn't melt fat or boost metabolism or burn calories while you sleep. It doesn't do any of that. It's just cinnamon sunset tea. Happens to be my favorite. And I buy it right there at Target. No calories, no stimulants other than a little bit of caffeine. It is a black tea. No direct weight loss effects. So why am I telling you this? Why am I talking about it? Because even though the tea itself didn't burn a single calorie, it did help me lose 100 pounds. Not because of what's in the cup, but because of the habit that it replaced. A year ago, I weighed 335 pounds. I had hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and I was on a path toward getting even sicker. I knew I needed to change. In fact, I was desperate for change. So in January, I began a plant-based diet, and it helped tremendously. But there was one thing that still had its hooks in me. Late night binge eating. All day long, I'd do fine. And then once the house was quiet and the day caught up with me, that urge hit hard. If you've been there, you know exactly what I mean. There is something about that habit of eating late at night that is just so hard to break. But I was finally able to break that cycle. Believe it or not, the thing that helped me do it, cinnamon sunset tea. Not because of any specific ingredient, but because of behavioral change. You see, I learned that every habit has three parts: the trigger, the routine, and the reward. Books like Atomic Habits and The Power of Habit helped me learn that. My trigger was always the same. It was late, I was tired, and the house was finally quiet. And my routine? Head to the kitchen and binge eat until the urge passed. Didn't matter that it was whole food, plant-based binging, it was still too much food in too little time and at the wrong time. And what was the reward? It was comfort, warmth, a way to decompress after a stressful day. So instead of trying to fight that urge, which I had failed at for years, I decided to redirect it. So here's where the tea comes in. Every time that familiar nighttime urge hit, instead of making a snack, I'd make a cup of tea instead. The same trigger, a new routine. The same reward, warmth, comfort, a moment to breathe. And here's what you need to know. Here's what you need to understand. You don't need a magic potion. You need a simple process that interrupts the pattern and gives you back control. And that's exactly what this tea did for me. It interrupted the pattern. Night after night, cup after cup, the old routine lost its power. Little by little, the urge that used to control me started to fade. Now, did the tea burn fat? No, of course not. But once I stopped the nighttime binge cycle, the weight finally started to come off. It wasn't magic. It was a process. A simple shift in my routine that brought my self-control back online. For me, it was cinnamon sunset tea. For you, it might be something different. But the principle is the same. If you want more practical strategies, real ones, like the ones that helped me lose 100 pounds and keep it off, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I've got more tools and habits to share. And I know some of you are just dying to know more about the tea, so before I say goodbye, let me share it with you. The tea that I like is Hot Cinnamon Sunset, Harney and Sons Fine Teas. And on the back, it's got a little rating here, Mike Harney's tea rating. He rates it for briskness, for body, and for aroma. Briskness is, does your mouth pucker? Body, does the tea fill your mouth? And aroma, does the tea have a robust scent? And the ratings are on a scale of 1 to 5. So for briskness, this is a 2. For body, it's a 2, and for aroma, it is a 5. And I can attest to that. This tea smells fantastic. But again, there's nothing magic about the tea. It's just my favorite tea. You can do the same thing with your favorite. Just choose a healthy alternative to the bad habit that's been plaguing you, and you'll find your self-control again. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.